Back in 2018, I was given the chance to visit Coastal Springs Float Lodge in hopes of finding the big Chinook salmon, which are known to feed in the area. Look at some of these amazing fish we reeled in.
This one's definitely not seaweed.
There we go.
First fish at Night Inlet.
We got something to it though.
Oh my gosh, these fish are so big!
Nice.
I don't really want to say much because it's heavy and I'm not very strong. So get your shots that you need. No, it's wow, a nice piece of fish here.
We left that trip with our salmon, a better understanding of the local Aboriginal history, and of course, big smiles. We thought we had seen it all, but boy was I ever wrong. It wasn't until our most recent trip this past summer that I realized we only had seen a portion of this off-the-grid gem. Cam Reed, who is the owner of the lodge, he had many surprises in store upon our arrival. Growing up in and around the Float Lodge, Cam possesses extensive knowledge about the area's wildlife. He's passionate about respecting the local Aboriginal heritage sites, and of course, he's a fantastic fishing guide. During our first morning out, there was no shortage of fish, but what made it more memorable was the variety of species that we encountered this time. Last year, we only saw Chinook, one of the 5 Pacific salmon. So to catch 3 of the 5 in one day was pretty neat. Our morning of screaming reels and hard hits was followed by one of the best brunches I've ever had. I was actually so upset that the boys enjoyed it as much too, because I was really hoping that I could snag some of their meals. Afterwards, we zipped out to see a couple of the local heritage sites. Now, as an educator, I'm always looking for opportunities to weave Aboriginal culture and history into my lessons. I really work hard to make them as authentic and thoughtful as possible. So for me, to witness areas like this and to listen to what Cam had to say, I was so fascinated. So one of the surprises that Cam had for us was to take us up this inlet. Just to give you an idea of how big this inlet is along the coast, it goes over 100 kilometers up inland. As we made our way up the inlet, it was really sweet to see the change in geography. The further we drove up, the mountains grew taller, the water went glacial, and the wildlife, it welcomed us. Now it's time. Cue the white-sided Pacific dolphins. Cam had already exceeded our expectations beyond anything that we could ever have imagined. And so in the last few hours of fishing before heading home, we just wanted to catch a few more fish. To our surprise, the first fish that we got to the boat was a sockeye. Now, the guides had expressed that the sockeye was one that was really hard to find during this time of the year, and so it was a nice surprise to catch one. Right after that, Daniel and I each got a Chinook. And last but not least, I landed the final of the 5, a chum salmon. I have to say, Cam, big thank you to you and your crew for hosting Rod and I and working so hard to show us what Knight Inlet has to offer. What I really appreciate is how the experience isn't just focused on the fishing, but you also accommodate those who are interested in other aspects of the great outdoors. If anyone is interested in booking your own adventure with Coastal Springs Float Lodge, you can check out their website at coastalsprings.net. I want to say thank you everyone for watching again, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe to this channel, and for behind the scenes adventures, you can follow me at Kitty Kanhoffen on Facebook and Instagram.